Peace, peace. Your boy Justin Shabazz. Back with it live. Man, tired. Pardon, hard day's work done today, you know what I'm saying? But this video right here, this live, particularly, I'm just talking about why we so quick to throw in the towel. You feel me? When it comes to relationships, when it comes to getting to know someone, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the black family. I usually speak when it's dealing with the aboriginals, indigenous people, you know what I'm saying? Why are we so quick to throw in the flag, throw in the towel, right? So my thing is, a lot of us, we still dealing with trauma. Let's just be honest. I dated a few women, and like I said, I noticed that there's a lot of unhealed trauma, and of course, I'm fighting demons myself. Not saying I'm the greatest person, the best person. You know what I'm saying? But we are dealing with something. Like I said, some type of trauma, right? Um, but why are we so quick? Why are we so quick to throw in the towel, black people? And speaking on this because I noticed a pattern. Like when dealing with when I'm not even gonna say when dating women, when just the initial stage of getting to know a woman, getting to know what she's about, what she like, what she don't like, and I just realized as soon as something small, you know what I mean, a miscommunication happens, the person's ready to throw in the towel already. Like, oh, I can't deal with this because whatever, whatever, without even giving the other person opportunity. You know what I'm saying? To either explain themselves, which you shouldn't have to explain yourself, but you have to have proper communication. You have to use discernment, but you have to respect each other's opinions, each other's, you know, way of thinking. So specifically, I'm talking about a person I dealt with not that long ago, and we were just friends, mind you. We talked online for about a year or two. So, we talked about linking up, meeting eventually. And this person might have lived, I want to say 6, 7 hours from me. I'm upstate New York. This person lived more like down south. So, and my only thing, my pet peeve, I tell any female I deal with, is don't stand me up. That's my biggest pet peeve. If we talked for a week or two about getting together, linking up, and then you disappear all of a sudden, the last day we're supposed to meet, like Monday, we talked about getting together. Friday, you disappear, no call, no show. To me, you fired. Just like a job. You sign up, and you have to respect the other person's time, the other person's opinion, the other person's viewpoints. So if we discuss a week, 2 weeks to get together, to link up, to go out on a date, whatever, and you disappear the last day we're supposed to get together, I hear nothing from you. To me, that's kind of disrespect. So I look at that as a pet peeve. I look at that as you have no interest. Because I met women that live in other states, like 10, 12 hours, and they still took the time either to come visit me or they took the time to let me come see them. Even one particular person sent me a plane ticket to see them, a round trip ticket, and they ain't know me from a can of paint. But it's the chemistry, it's the camaraderie, it's the connection, it's the you know what I mean, gravitational pull, the attraction, magnetic attraction. But my thing is, once again, um, why are we so quick to throw in the towel? And what I realized, I came to the conclusion, we all deal with triggers. We all deal with traumas of past relationships that may have brought us to where we at, right? Like, give you an example. So, with one situation with me, I'm gonna speak on. So, this one particular person, they tells me, "Oh, I sent you a message last night. You didn't respond to it." Let me say this, right? I work 10-hour shifts, Monday through Thursday, right? 10-hour shifts, and I work in a whole other city, which means I got to commute, right? And I may look at, they say, "Oh, you see my message. I see you look at it." Okay, I may look at a message, does not mean right away I'm going to comment. Or maybe I couldn't get to the phone because I had a phone call. Maybe I fell asleep. I don't know. It's just, but the thing I realize is some people need a lot of attention. And one person told me, you know, initially when we met, "Oh, I need a lot of attention." And I'm like, What are you, a fucking plant? What are you, a child? Like, who needs a lot of attention? That means you have some psychological issues. You have some insecurity issues, some mental issues. If you need a lot of attention from a fucking man or fucking woman, and you a grown ass man and woman, and you need a lot of attention, that just means you're a loner. To me, you know what I mean? So this live right here, and anybody want to come on and they want to, I'm gonna put the link in the description box in the comment section, and you want to pop in and talk and add on to the conversation, we can do that, right? Um, I gotta find out where the hell is the damn link at though. Here we go. So I want to hear the people. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear people's point of view on this. You feel me? Like, why do we have to? Why we throw in the towel so quick? Why we don't get a person the benefit of the doubt? And see, the problem is when things don't go people's way, they get it's almost like a child when they don't get their way. You know what I'm saying? Like when a little kid don't get their way, they throw tantrums. And that's the thing too. People people want their way. People want things the way they want them to be, and not even caring about the other person in their point of view. A person called me selfish because I didn't respond to their text message. Like, oh, you seen it, but you didn't respond, right? So my thing is, and I see you, Maria Morgan. Nothing is wrong with attention. Yeah, I ain't saying nothing was wrong with attention, but too much attention shows me that you have an issue with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a child needs a lot of attention because they can't walk, they can't feed themselves. A plant needs attention. Certain animals need attention, but a human being, a grown human being, does not need a lot of attention. And like I said, if that's the case, that means there's some issues with yourself going on. You know, that means you really have something needs to be addressed within your psyche. Something needs to be addressed when it comes to your mentality, your way of thinking. But like I said, people is traumatized out here. People has been through a lot of trauma. I done met so many women and men too that been through trauma, and I'm talking about relationships. So when I'm talking about other women, I met a lot of women I met are dealing with traumas of growing up, childhood trauma. They've been raped, they've been neglected, they had no father figure, no real love. So, a lot of things that they see is can be triggers, but it's untreated trauma. And untreated trauma is nothing but toxicity, right? Because if you don't treat it and if you don't deal with it, hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? And Maria, you delusional. So I'm not even going to talk with you. We care, no issue, nothing needs to address, whatever. You're delusional, Maria. That's why I don't really talk to you like that because you live in a fucking mystery world. You live in a land of make believe. You don't live in reality, right? You have to learn to be by yourself and to be productive by yourself at times. So when you do get around people, you know how to really function, and you don't have to worry about being all this special attention and shit like that. There's nothing wrong with getting attention from your significant other, of course. But the issues is if you need too much attention, I shouldn't have to text you every 5 minutes. I should have to call you every 10 minutes, you know, just to make you feel appreciated, to make you feel respected. Right. If I'm talking to you in the morning, hello, texting you, whatever, and if in the afternoon I say hello, in the evening I talk to you, text you, like that should be good enough. Like I shouldn't have to talk to nobody every 5 minutes addressing them. But I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. Um, we so quick to throw in the towel is because people want to be relationships. People want to do the relationship thing. Men and women go out on dates, places, but people also want to be single at the same time. Meaning, people don't want to. They don't want to deal with nobody else. As far as somebody asks you, what you did last night, where you been. People don't want to answer to others. They want to live single, but be in a relationship at the same time. That's never going to work. You know what I'm saying? You have to be critiqued at times too. Because if a woman can critique her man and bring out the best in him and try to, uplift him, a man can do the same thing. Like, for example, if a man tells his woman, yo, let's work out together. Let's go to the gym and tighten ourselves up. And the first thing a woman say, insecure woman gonna say, oh, you trying to say I'm fat? And it's not about that. It's about bringing out the best in one another. You know what I'm saying? And just because you have a big ass and some big titties, you know, that's cool and all, but it's like you gotta think of longevity. You gotta think of when you get in your 50s, when you get in your late 40s, your body not gonna stay the same if you don't work out. I mean, some women can deal with can have a nice body forever without doing nothing because genetically that's the way it is. But the problem is people don't want to be accountable. And I'm talking for men right now, and I'm talking about women because I'm speaking a man's point of view. People don't want to be accountable for their actions. People don't want to accept the responsibility of choices and decisions. Oh, I got these baby daddies who ain't shit. I deal with these niggas, but it's the ones you pick, little lady. Nobody told you to go sleep with that man. Nobody told you to bring him to your house. Nobody told you to introduce him to your kids. You did that, right? And nobody want to be alone. I understand that, but I met a few women. It's crazy. I met women within a couple of weeks. They want to be moving their house. They want to give me their keys. They talking about they love me. Let's get married. And it's like, who the hell you think I am? Some simp nigga? I am a true alpha male. I'm gonna tell you like it is. I don't give a damn how it sounds. I don't care if I'm hurting your feelings. Sometimes you need to hear honest truth. You know what I'm saying? Just like I want a woman or a friend, whoever, to keep it real with me. I'm doing something wrong. I got to work on something. Let me know, and I'll acknowledge it and I'll take heed. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, some women nowadays, you can't tell them nothing without them getting a slick mouth, without them taking it the wrong way. Everybody's so fucking sensitive. You know what I mean? People switch up, right? My man, Jermaine Hughes. Peace, my brother. I clicked the link in the description box in the comment section. Anybody want to come on the channel and build on this topic because it's a much needed discussion. You know what I mean? The thing is, everybody wants to run when they don't get their way, or you get into a little argument and it's really egos. You get into a small argument, a miscommunication. The first thing somebody say, "Oh, fuck that." You know what I'm saying? I'm wrong, you right. I mean, I'm right, you wrong, and I'm just going to be stuck in my ways, and I'm not trying to hear you. People stuck in their ways and they don't want to hear nobody else's perspective. It's my way or the highway. How long you think that shit gonna work? And I'm gonna tell y'all women something, okay? Look at it like this. You got more women, single black women specifically, out here than there's men, right? You know what that means? I hate to say it. Y'all women might have to have a side piece. You may have to have a dude in another one to cut because there is no way possible that women are going to be married. Every woman in the world is not going to be able to be married because there's more women than men, right? Every woman is not going to have a significant other, and you have to understand that. So you might have to share a dude. And I'm just being honest. I'm being a buck. That's why poly, how you say the word polytheism is not really a bad idea. If you got a woman that respects the men she's dealing with, they all respect each other. Say you got a woman making 100,000, another one making 100,000, then they have a male in the house making 80, 90,000. That's almost $300,000 in that household. And if they could keep it, platonic, if they could keep it business and professional, and if the man could deal with both of them and adhere to their needs and desires, and everybody keep it in the business level, it can work. It can thrive. You got to think about back in the biblical times, like King Solomon, he had multiple wives. Of course, he had the money to take care of them. He had multiple women. He had multiple families. You know what I'm saying? But it was on a professional level, business level, and it was also to keep their heritage alive, to keep their offspring, to keep their ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Their genetics alive, because during certain times, people was getting slaughtered and knocked off. But back to what I was saying, the whole thing about this video, this live, why are we so quick to throw in the towel? It's because people is just stuck in their ways. Bottom line, ego is one of the things that keeps people single. Um, ego and pride. Pride will make you do some crazy shit. And the ego will make you ignore that soulmate. Because I'm pretty sure I had soulmate in my life that I let get away because maybe I was too immature at the time, maybe I was too egotistical. And I know I can be narcissistic at times, and everything is a constant battle. You know what I'm saying? We strive for perfection, we strive for righteousness. You know what I'm saying? But we're in an unperfect, unrighteous world. So sometimes you're gonna succumb to the ways of the world. But why are we so quick to throw in the towel when people claim they want black love? People claim they want to be married. But as soon as you get into an altercation or you get a miscommunication with your person, the man or woman, y'all like fuck it. I'm just gonna keep it moving, whatever, whatever. And it's like, how can you sustain a healthy relationship if you can't even communicate with one another? If you can't even listen to the other person what they got to say, and let them get off their chest, and then you speak. And that's another thing. People don't want to listen. People just want to out talk you. People want to just, it's their way or no way. And it's just it's crazy that we don't have, um we're not on code with each other, man. It's like it's so much shit going on in the world. Especially, I always talk about there's an attack on the masculine male, and there's an attack on the black family structure. Period. They're trying to get rid of the man, woman, and child, as you can see with this LBGTQ shit, this feminist movement, Me Too movement. It's all strategies, and it's all different ways to mess up the function of the family, black man, woman, and child. Oh, definitely, Jermaine Hughes. Nowadays, pride is something that's worn on both parties' shoulders. Pride and arrogance and ego. Like I said, you got to put that pride to the side. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be 50, 60 years old looking around like, damn, I don't ran everybody away. I don't burn my bridges. I'm single. I don't have no children. I don't have nothing to leave my legacy. And that's really what it's about, leaving a legacy. We have family, leaving something to your offspring, not just material, but it could be jewels, skills. It could be health insurance, um, life insurance policies, but not just material. Like I said, it's just skills and common knowledge that can help them make it in this world. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have a lot of that as well. But I don't know. I just want to hear people take an opinion on this topic, and what should be the solutions? Because not only I want to bring up problems, and I don't want to just point the finger. What can we do to fix this problem we have in our community? Because this is one of the reasons why we not respected. They don't respect our women. They don't respect the men in our community because it seems like we don't respect one another. And as soon as we start respecting one another, as soon as we start standing up for our people and not letting others exploit our people, because we are one of the most exploited people in America. You got foreigners coming to our community exploiting us. You have um, this other nationalities exploiting our people. You know, everybody on code but us. But once again, my live, I'm talking about why are we so quick to throw in the towel? It's because people, like I said, people are traumatized. As soon as they see something similar to the last relationship or similar to any type of trauma they dealt with before, they want to run. And that one song says it best. She's a runner, she's a track star. She can't take she can't take no pain or hurt, so she gotta run. And she goes and she just continues to hurt people along her journey. And men can be the same with men too. Hurting women from women to women. Instead of dealing with that hurt and addressing it, and trying to get seeking to just fix the problem, people just run from relationship to relationship. And another video I talked about, you can get STDs like that. And I ain't talking about sexually transmitted diseases. I'm talking about spiritually transmitted demons jumping from people to people, and you keep getting bit by that demon. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't sit down and you ain't heal yourself. You have to sit still and learn yourself sometime. Do some soul searching. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do some soul searching. That's one of the problems with people. They don't want to fix the real problems in front of them. They always want to point the finger at everybody else, right? They want to point the finger instead of looking in the mirror. And that's the real you can't run from that person in the mirror. Sure indeed, Jermaine. We need to get back to the basics. Things have gotten complex over the last 50 hours or 50 years. That is the Reagan era, the crack, chasing the dollar, mass incarceration, all caused by our downfall. Right. And you got to think that all of that was really strategies against our people. Like the Reagan era, you know what I mean? Crack, of course, how they flood the communities, chasing the dollar. That's I'm so sick of hearing people say, "Yo, chasing that bag, chasing that bag." That's cool, bro. That's cool to get the money. But are you chasing freedom? Are you chasing liberation for your people? Are you chasing that refined empress to live on your legacy? You know what I'm saying? Creating a family, producing, being proactive, but also are you leaving something for your legacy? And I ain't just talking about material, clothes, jewelry. I'm talking about you raising a family and giving them resources that they need, not just the knowledge and money, like I said, but the resources like businesses, because that's what white people do. They leave businesses to their kids. They leave investment funds, ERAs. What we leave our kids? What fucking Jordans maybe in an old ass beat up car? You know what I'm saying? Like, how could that help them in this world, society? We have to leave them with real critical skills and real active things that they can use to advance in society or make a contribution to society. What up, my boy? Loss 585. So all I'm saying is we got to do better as black people, man. Black men, we definitely got to step up and do better. We got to be more leaders and not fucking simps chasing some ass, looking at a big booty in the skirt. And you know what I'm saying? And that's all of us guys. We got to take the initiative to step up and be like, yo, what can we do to help? You know what I'm saying? Let these sisters know, let these women know, black empresses, that we need them just as much as they need us. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that narrative back. And 585 in the building, you already know. And it's like, you know, we have to get back black love. And it is still out there because, like I said, I've seen at least three people get married. At least two that are close friends got married in 585 in Rochester. And I never thought these brothers were going to get married, but they found the right person and they connected. And it's about making things work. You know what I'm saying? It's about, of course, you're gonna have bad days some days. Of course, you're gonna have times where y'all hate each other, y'all not getting along, but you gotta still make shit work. You still gotta get through it. You still have to, you know what I'm saying, be the bigger man and say, you know what, right now, take a step back. I hear everything you're saying, but I'm gonna be the bigger person and I'm gonna let you vent, you know what I'm saying? And you say your shit, I say my shit, but then let's put it to the side. Nobody should be going to bed angry. Nobody should be going to bed you know, with emotions and you know, frustration because it's like once you address something, once you acknowledge it, then you address it, you should let that go and move on. You know what I'm saying? It should not be something that's stuck with you because there's so many important things, there's so many crucial things going on in the world. We shouldn't be mad at each other for the pettiest shit. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe the person told me, "Oh, you didn't respond to my message, so I think you selfish." And I'm like, "That's crazy." Busy as I be, tired as I am, and because I didn't respond to your damn message, I'm selfish. It's crazy. You know, I appreciate it. Rovan Balcom, if I said your name right, Raven Balcom. It starts with self-awareness. Definitely starts. So that's why I'm saying black men, we got to be accountable as well. I'm not always talking about black women being accountable. It's black men as well. We all have to contribute to this epidemic that we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, there's so much shit going on. We already know. I could talk about it all day. The different angles that's attacks against the black man, woman, and child. But end of the day, if people see us fighting amongst each other, arguing amongst each other, treating our women, degrading them, you don't think other cultures is going to think, oh, it's okay since he downplaying black women, since he talking about black women, since he shitting on black women, I could do the same thing. We have to jump in. We see Arab, we see a foreigner, we see Asian people that don't spend money in our community. We see them disrespecting our black women, downgrading our people. We got to step in and jump in and say, no, we're not going for that. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the Arabs did our people the worst. They taught the Europeans how to enslave black people. The sub-Saharan, what is it? The sub-Saharan slave trade. Look it up. Arabs did our people filthy, and they had, man, they raped our people so bad they created a whole army of people just from rape alone. They created a whole army of soldiers, maybe 250,000 from rapage and pillage of black people. And if you look at the movie Roots, the original series Roots, when they came to get Kunta Kinte, it was the Arab in the cut. Don't sleep, okay? And I'm not here to bash Arabs because there is definitely some cool Arabs. I met some cool Arabs, so don't get it twisted. My point is, most of them Arabs don't really like us, especially the strong, masculine black men. They don't like us because the ones with knowledge of self. They don't like us because they know we know the truth. And I always tell them Arabs, before the Quran, you was living savage, okay? Let's get that straight. Before y'all got your hands on the Quran, y'all was living like savages, okay? And a lot of, people, period, was living savagely until they got the right doctrines, until they got the right books of knowledge and, different schools of thought and how to be civil, amongst people. All right? So quick to throw in the towel, though. I don't understand. That's how we get separated from our kids. Broken homes because of lack of communication. Of course. And ego. And people that want to listen, everybody want to talk and be heard and yell over each other. How you going to get anything addressed? We yelled over each other. Nobody heard each other. You know what I'm saying? And who really gets the short end of the stick is the children. It's me, Fly. Peace, my boy. Balcom. Okay. I remember you, my boy. We used to work together, and you right there, man, in Sile too. Definitely. So what you feel, my man? What you feel as what's the reason why people throw in the towel so soon when they get relationships? Why do people throw in the towel? Why do people give up on black love? What's the main reason? Try to like my L. Peace, lost. You say I'm a female. You in the 585? You for the Rochester, New York? Pardon y'all for a minute. I gotta light my L. And while I do that, I'm going to go on a small break. All right, give me 1 second. Peace. Okay, I see you, 585. Love is supposed to be selfless. Right. Facts. I don't know. It's a slippery slope, though, when it comes to this topic right here, because you got so many different factors. You got so many different viewpoints, right? Opinions. Everybody has a good talking point. You know what I'm saying? It's like giving up is just hard to explain or even hard to keep with don't love you. Right. What's don't love, right. It's easy to give up than to just stick things through and figure it out, right? And that's the difference of think about our grandmothers and grandfathers. Think about the shit they went through, real racism, oppression, and they had to keep it together. They had to proactive and be productive and have children because they was dying off, right? And through thick and thin, they threw it all through affairs, through other kids being born on the side, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't in the family particularly, out of wedlock, having kids, and through it all, they still stuck together, right? Because they knew of the bigger picture. It's a bigger picture, family. You feel me? No support or examples to be committed. Right, right. Yeah, it's just it's so easy to walk away versus let's sit down and talk and figure this out because love supposed to be stronger than you know what I'm saying hate. Harmony supposed to be stronger than you know what I'm saying hatred and anger and frustration. It's the wrong emotions that's being played out, right? Why you think it's so quick to throw in the towel? Lost, or why you think it's so quick to be throwing the towel? Jermaine Hughes, I want to hear some feedback. Any other females out there? I want to hear y'all opinions because I just gave a hell of a talking point, some good examples, and it's like I want to hear other people talk it to me. Our grands didn't know about healthy boundaries. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, then again, it's like think about your mom and dad. Like if they still were together while you was growing up, think about how it prepared them to mold you and mold your brothers and sisters. Sometimes they had to deal with what they had to deal with because they knew of the greater mission. You know what I'm saying? Even if grandparents separated, they were still together Monday through Sunday. They just did not live together, but they still stayed together. Right. They stayed together and they made sure the children did not see that toxicity that they had in the household. You know what I'm saying? They kept it hidden, but they was being professional around the children, right? Because they knew the greater um the bigger picture. Like I said, they knew of the greater what was at stake at the time. Sometimes you get tired. Right, true. They are still together. My mom abuses my dad. That's funny, right? But the point is they're still together. And you seeing them together, that probably made you a strong, person. That probably made you be because think about all the dysfunction that growing up in the household. I was fortunate. My mom was with my father, and I didn't see her getting abused, things like that. But it's people who grew up in households who constantly seen their mom getting abused, who constantly seen the dad. Either he was on drugs or alcohol, or vice versa. The dad could have been abused, the mom could have been abusing him verbally. She could have been a drunk, whatever. The point is, you had dysfunction, in households growing up, and some people dealt with it better than others, right? Some didn't make it, right? But end of the day, lost through it all. They still stuck together. I remember. I don't know how old people are out here, but I remember that show called Living Color, and I remember specifically it was some old. It was a couple. It was older, and they always used to be. We still together, do it all right. But they used to be at each other's heads, trying to kill each other, knock each other off. But they end up coming back into the show was like, but we still together, do it all. And that was my point right there. Through everything, through the fighting, through wanting to harm each other, anger, whatever. But they still was able to pull it together and still stick it through. And that's the whole point. The generation now, the times we live in now, nobody wants to hear nobody, like I said, and people just stuck in their ways. People don't even want new information. Like if they don't know a particular topic, if somebody doesn't know something, they'll pretend they do. Oh yeah, I know already. Whatever. Just because they don't want to hear your point of view or they don't want to hear new information, because people are stuck on what they know, and that's it. Like, oh, I know already. This is what I believe, what I know, and that's it. Nobody open for new information. Nobody's open to hear any other ways to do things, any other methods, any other explanations. People just don't want to hear shit right now. It's like, oh, okay, I caught you red-handed. That's it. Or this is what I heard. I believe it. It is what it is. You can't even tell a person, your side of the story, because in public opinion, when it comes to the media, when it comes to these entertainers, in public opinion, they're gonna slay you, and that's all you're gonna hear is the negative shit. Like look at Puffy right now, and of course he did a lot of bad shit. And I definitely condone. I'm not saying that he's a good person, but the point is once you hear that, get traction of you did this, you did that. It's hard to break that unless you can go out and clear your name by some people that can vouch for you. It's tough out here nowadays. You got so many different strategies where it seems like it's going against the black male or just the black family, period. And like we not making it no better when we come at each other, when we antagonize each other, when we throw each other name under the ground, under the bus, especially on social media. Every day you seeing a new quote about somebody and about, oh, fuck that nigga, he ain't shit. Don't fuck with such, 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 you know what I'm saying? And then the next week, oh, I love him. You know what I mean? It just be like, keep y'all dysfunction and toxic shit at home. Nobody got to see that shit on Facebook. But, lost, what you mean? I would respectfully disagree. Toxic engagement is traumatizing. That trauma shows all physical disease. Right. No, I'm not saying that toxic engagement could be traumatizing. It's not traumatizing. I'm just saying that through everything, they stuck things through and they was like, the glue still kept them together, you know what I'm saying, for the bigger picture. Now, of course, you could look at it as damn, they was always fighting and shit, and I ain't like that. Cool. But you saw all angles. You saw that side, but you saw the good side, I'm sure. You saw a lot of things that, you know, made you be a strong adult, whatever, whatever. We all go through different things, you know what I'm saying? Situations. But end of the day, I'm probably end it with this right here. The end of the day, my point when I did this live, what I was trying to get at, what I was reaching out to the people, so y'all can understand what I'm saying is everybody quit to throw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I was trying to figure out, people's point of views, why you think that, and then we'll come back with a solution. That's maybe we could start with, if we all came together with some solutions and we started doing it one by one, maybe we could change some of this and we could, what I mean, be on code because that's what we need right now, fam. We got to be on code more than ever because we are, like I said, we are under attack in all phases, fast. Feel me? So, sometimes people just toxic. People just need to, don't fuck with them. Don't be around them. They drain your energy and they just bad people. And then you got some people that's not really, as bad as you think. You just never really got a chance to learn them, understand them. Definitely, lost. We need that. You know what I'm saying? Especially black women, because I see so many black women on Facebook, social media bashing men daily, bashing men. Of course, men doing it too. You got these red pill uh, YouTube channels and other channels talking about black women ain't shit, this and that. But you gotta remember, that's just one side of our culture. That's not all facets. It's not every phase of black culture is being dysfunctional and you know, don't get married. 'Cause you hear that, different sides of social media. But my thing, I'm trying to promote black love because, like I said, I know two people. Now they from the hood. I'm gonna say Jefferson Ave hood. Don't get no hooder than that. And I seen these brothers get married, and I seen where they came from to where they at now, which means anything is possible. Black love is still out there. The point is, though, you got to talk things into existence, and you got to have good, you know, outlooks in life, affirmations. So if you're always thinking, "Oh man, I ain't gonna never find nobody," or "Fuck this place, fuck that," whatever, 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 you thinking like in the Smurf, the cartoon. You like grouchy Smurf. Everything is I hate. You know what I'm saying? You like hateful Smurf. You hate everything, and you're gonna bring that stuff in your environment. But if you're thinking positive thoughts, you putting good vibes in the atmosphere, that's what you're going to attract back. And everybody has someone out there for them, right? That's corny, right? Cliche, like they say, but that's true. There is somebody out there for everybody, And it's do you really want that? Sometimes people want to be single and maneuver around the world and do as they please. That's fine. You got some people who's really looking for love out there. You know what I'm saying? And if that's what they want, let them be free. Let them find, what they're looking for in a positive, peaceful way without you interfering, without them being played with, without their time being, you know what I'm saying, utilized for nothing. Because you can get everything back, as far as material, gold, money, cars, clothes, whatever, but you can't get time back. That's one thing you can't get back, family. And I'm probably end it right there. I appreciate everybody for checking out my live this evening. I was just trying something like spur of the moment came up. I was like, yeah, let me go out here and put something together. Yeah, you definitely have to fight to keep it together. That's what you want. Yeah, it ain't easy. And in these times, it's so easy to just walk away because that's the easy thing. Yeah, fuck that. I'm walking away. Yeah, you can't tell me nothing. And then, like, you think about it, that could be the person that you've been married the next 2, 3 years, or maybe even the next 6 months. But because your ego got the best of you, because you couldn't sit down and listen and put your ear up for a second and get your heart off his sleeve, you probably let the best thing in your life get away. And I'm sure I definitely had a diamond in the rough, and I let get away from me being arrogant and ego and macho and not listening, because that's the at that moment you feel like that's the thing to do and you just the top dog. But you got to definitely, if it's worth it, you're gonna have to fight. It ain't gonna be easy. Cause think about it, you can easily let something go away that it ain't nothing, but something that you really enjoy, something you really like when it comes to like a hobby or your favorite, say your favorite car, your favorite sneakers. You're not gonna just throw them away easily. You're gonna try to wash them up a little bit. You're gonna try to keep them clean, polished, so you can keep them as long as you can. So that's how it should be in a relationship. Polish it up, shine it up. Don't try to just throw it to the side because it ain't working no more. I think I can't even use that. But end of the day, with a little polishing, with a little shining, that might have been the best material or best item you kept around. I'll leave it there though, everybody. I appreciate y'all once again joining the live, tuning me in. Your boy Justice Shabazz. I got more good content coming, interviews, everything on the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Justice Shabazz, and check me out also on Instagram. And got videos coming and more great content. You already know. I appreciate y'all. Peace. Yep. Good night. I get up at 5 a.m. Do this all over again. You already know. Peace. Protons, electrons always cause explosions. Don't throw in the towel and don't wave the towel either. All you have to do is be strong, tight unit, and you can be the towel. You can be the claw, right? Cut from a different cloth. You already.